speaker today is Hazel. Hazel joined collegiate this year as an 8th grader and quickly adapted to the increased rigor and academic expectations. She consistently impressed her teachers with their thoughtful and thorough responses, demonstrating a depth of insight well beyond her years. A dedicated and talented dancer, Hazel approaches both her academics and passions with perseverance and determination. Even when learning feels challenging, she never backs down, pushing forward with resilience and an admirable work ethic. I'm incredibly proud of how far she has come, and I know you'll be just as impressed by the fantastic speech she has written. So without further ado, Hazel Vaughn.
Hello family, teachers, and friends. My name is Hazel Vaughn. When I heard the main speech required a quote that is meaningful to us, it felt impossible. I was stuck, I was stressed, and I felt like whatever quote I picked would not relate to me or wouldn't be good like everyone else's. However, after searching for what seemed like forever, I was riding the bus to school and received a text message from my mom. She sent me the quote, "To succeed you must learn to fail," by Michael Jordan. I instantly knew this would be my quote because all my life I struggled promising to myself to continue to a goal even if I fail along the way. In order to win a dance solo or learn a move, you have to fail first to fulfill it. Living in constant worry of disappointing yourself or someone stops us from achieving our goals. It can slowly create a mental block that will become hard to break. I didn't start dancing competitively until I was in the 5th grade. I would be dancing 18 hours a week. It was challenging and very exhausting. It was mandatory for my team to know how to do second turns. When I first started practicing, I instantly wanted to quit because I would fall out of them frequently. But the more I practiced, I could do 2, then 5, and then 10 without stumbling. Now in the 8th grade, I have a variety of turns and I feel more confident about my movements in general. I can open up and extend when I used to be more timid and rigid in my movement. During dance conventions, I used to hang out in the back hoping no one would notice me. But now I place myself in the front so that the dance teachers can see me in hopes that they might choose me or move on to the next round. I love dance and I will continue to pursue this passion in the future. I ran track and played played field hockey in the 7th grade. I learned that I did not enjoy running track as much as I did playing field hockey. There was a new program to play volleyball this year and I signed up and played. I didn't have much education on how to really play. It took some practice to know how to hit the ball correctly and to know the correct force in order for the ball to go over the net successfully. I now know how to hit the ball correctly. I am excited to play volleyball in high school. I'm glad I risked signing up to play a new sport this year. English has always been my toughest subject. I don't necessarily hate it, but I don't love it either. In the 1st grade, I struggled with learning how to read and to spell. We would be given small books with vocab words. We had to read them out loud to our teacher so she would know if we knew them. The whole class would finish before me and get gold stickers, and I was the one who could barely finish or win it at all. I was tested to see why I had these problems and discovered that I had dyslexia and ADHD. It was a relief in a way, but also an embarrassing feeling. I didn't feel like I was considered normal like the other kids. The hardest part I had with spelling was I couldn't see any patterns and I would mix up things. I ended up moving to Francis Parker the next year and joined a program called the Learning Center, where I received the support where I needed to succeed in school. I also went to a place called Langsford for a summer. After a few sessions, I was already improving. By the 5th grade, I could spell harder words and read better. I still get anxious when asked to read out loud because I don't want people to hear me stutter, pause, or skip lines. In the beginning of 7th grade, we had an assignment called What I Carry. My project was about what I carry physically and mentally. I decided that I wanted to overcome my phobia of public speaking by reading it to the whole middle school. On stage, my body started shaking, but once I started reading, I became more and more confident. The Learning Center at Francis Parker and CLA here at Collegiate has provided me the support I need to overcome my dyslexia. Science has always been my favorite subject. I like learning about biology because I think it's cool to learn how other organisms live. Because I'm curious, I can pay attention easier and understand it better. Last year, we did experiments, but we didn't get to work in groups very much, and we often stayed at our desk. This year, I like how we always work with different people and can discuss with each other instead of learning from the teacher. I think I'll always have a passion for science. Surrounding myself with the people that love me is when I'm my most self. I'm not fully myself when I'm around new people. I still make an effort to act the same, but it doesn't feel the same all the time. I've learned throughout middle school that if I want to be successful with being myself, I have to let go of caring about judgment. To be quite honest, finding friends that don't talk negatively about you behind your back has always been difficult for me all my middle school years. I don't want this to sound cringy, but it is the truth. I do have some close friends in my life. I met my best friend Chase in 2nd grade, and she's been the best friend I could ever ask for. When it was my first year of middle school, we were given responsibility to be better communicators, friends, and to take care of our space. We slowly learned that friendships can have ups and downs. We learned how to handle disagreements in ways that wouldn't tear our friendship. Last year, I became closer with the girls at my old school, and I'm so happy I did because we still do keep in contact. I have so many funny and happy memories. I miss the time when we were all dying laughing over doing silly dares or playing dress up wearing my friend's little sister's Halloween dresses. For my 8th grade year, I moved here at Louisville Collegiate. It was a brand new school for me. I was so nervous of not feeling welcomed, but the teachers and girls here have shown me their kindness, and I'm now more comfortable. When I went to the school dance and Chloe's birthday party, that's when I think we all really bonded. I'm thankful I met you girls, and I'm thankful I have encouraging, supportive teachers. One thing you might not know about me is that I have chosen to be a vegetarian since the 4th grade. I don't just do it for the health reasons, but I feel very passionate about treating animals humanely. Most factory farms in the United States are really horrible to animals. They are packed closely together and are fed antibiotics and often too much food to fatten them up. And how they kill chickens really disturbed me, and I learned all about this from watching the movie Chicken Run. Also, my family and I travel a lot for dance, and we often stay in urban areas around the United States. During these trips, we often encounter people who are homeless, and I always want to give them money and try to help them. At Francis Parker, service learning was integrated into our school day. We learned about people without homes and about victims of domestic violence. To help, we collect items for survivors such as hand and feet warmers, food, clothes, and other basic necessities. We also put on events to raise money for people in need. Learning about people who have less than I do has made me grateful for what I do have. I'm now more mindful of what others go through. You never know how badly someone is struggling, even if they seem okay. We all deserve to be treated with dignity, and I've learned that kindness goes a long way. Moving on to dedications, there have been a few people in my life who have always supported me, and I'd like to take a moment to thank them. Mom and Dad, you have always been there for me all through my life. If I ever feel stuck, you both somehow know how to help me get unstuck. You both are my role models. I miss all the old memories of us going to my dance competitions, and I will still enjoy what new memories will hold for us. Miss Kahn, I think you're an amazing teacher. I've never enjoyed science as much as I did until I had you as my teacher. Your class doesn't get a bit boring because it's always something different every day. You're not only a great teacher, but you're also a great supporter. I feel like I can tell you my problems and not get judged. Thank you for being here for me. Mr. William, even though you couldn't make it here today because you're so busy, I want you to be a part of my speech. You have helped me tremendously this year with a more positive mindset. You are an inspiration to me and others. I'm so lucky I have an amazingly talented dance coach. Thank you for the dancer you've helped me become. We all need to stop caring what others think and to start telling ourselves this quote. To learn to succeed, you must learn to fail. Michael Jordan. This quote is short, but it holds so much truth. If you hold yourself back from something out of your comfort zone, you won't see yourself progressing. Thank you for listening to my me speech.